Now, I would like to move on to the next presentation. The topic is policies and systems to promote the industrial transition to a circular economy. Let's welcome Deputy Director Sang-pil Lee of Ministry of Trade, Industry and Energy.
Hello everyone. Nice to meet you. 안녕하세요.
Good afternoon. I am Sang-pil Lee, Deputy Director at MOTIE from the Industrial Environment Division. EU is leading the circular economy transition, so it's very significant. I'm very grateful for to be participant to this great forum. And I'm very excited to share our Korea's policies and schemes for industrial circular economy transition. I will briefly go over the Industrial Environment Division and also our policies and key achievements. We have more in-depth presentations after my presentation, so I'll deliver a very high level. So first of all, I would like to introduce the Industrial Environment Division, move on to circular economy policies, achievements, and our future direction. Let me first introduce the Industrial Environment Division. Industrial Environment Division is a team in MOTIE. We are developing implementation policies for industrial CE transition and carbon neutrality. And we are also responding to environmental regulations, supporting businesses in adopting circular practices. What we do is to work on the legal framework for the eco-friendly industrial structure, or industrial remanufacturing plants, and some of the critical raw material plants as well. From 2019, EU announced the EU Green Deal and then announced the work plan for circular economy. In 2020, also, Korea announced its version of the Green New Deal, specifying the establishment of the circular economy and ecosystems and infrastructure. So since 2020, we are working on customized policies for different structure. In the beginning, our focus was mainly on reducing waste. From 2020, our focus moved on to transition to a circular economy, because that transition can work as a means to further grow the economy. So we are trying to build a foundation for the circular economy. These are the key circular economy policies. In 2023, we announced the growth strategy. CE9 project is what we announced in 2023. And in 2024, MOTIE announced carbon neutral supply chain strategy. And supply chain data platform for DPP and CBAM compliance and support for carbon footprint calculation is stipulated in the strategy. So this supply chain data platform, like Katana in EU, it's a data space-based infrastructure to protect Korean businesses' data and also a safe platform to exchange data when needed. And this year in July, working together with other ministries, we announced a policy plan for fostering the used battery industry. It's a new comprehensive law for the circular economy of used battery systems that was introduced. Moving on. In June 2023, when the growth strategy was announced, we announced CE9 project. Let me go over this. CE9 project contains 9 strategies for 9 different industries: petrochemical, steel, non-ferrous metals, batteries, electronics, textiles, motors, machinery, and cement. So it's 9 projects for 9 different industries. So I will just touch upon textiles, batteries, and electronics, which is related to the theme of this forum. We are going to build a foundation for the battery reuse. To promote the reuse of the businesses, a reusable battery safety inspection system will be established soon. And also for this, we have a platform for the history of the used batteries. And also, we are going to expand the centers for large-scale demo and commercialization of support for reuse. We also promote the use of renewable raw materials for key battery materials, and we are using public procurement to drive demand for renewable materials. Moving on to electronics and textiles. Eco-design management is our priority here. Eco-design efforts will be supported to create new competitive advantages, and Ecodesign grade system is what we are working on now. I will focus more on this and resource efficiency grading in the latter part of my presentation. We support the eco-design efforts to create new competitive advantages, and we also expand infrastructure for eco-design and workforce training. And let me touch upon remanufacturing. Remanufacturing is an industrial process restoring used products to original or better condition via full teardown and rebuild. So it is an effort to change the performance of the parts to the original condition. So MOTIE started its effort in 2005, and in 7 years, we were able to achieve a great growth in this aspect. Toner printer cartridges and auto parts were the items that we focused on in the beginning. Now moving on to construction, industrial, and E&E equipment. In the future, semiconductor and high cutting-edge technologies will be our focus. Korea, for the first time, established a remanufacturing quality certification system. It's a certification system to raise awareness of the quality of the remanufactured products. It ensures quality and performance and encourages trusted production and consumption. Because we guarantee the quality of a remanufactured product, thereby encouraging remanufacturing itself and encourage build demand for these kind of products. Let me talk about resource recovery. Resource recovery is to disassemble batteries or used electronics to find rare materials, rare metals, and also use waste like scrapped cars and discarded phones to use it again. In 2008, Korean government announced low carbon green growth policy, so the focus at that time was on electronics, and resource recovery R&D is supported. So the critical metals and waste plastics and metal recovery were our focus, so the government invested more than 90 billion Korean won. This is the examples of successful resource recovery projects. Seoul High-Tech is a domestic company in Korea. They, for the first time in Korea, commercialized to recover 6 key metals from spent batteries. Now they have 6 pre-processing sites in US and Hungary. Moving on to EIP, Eco Industrial Park. Eco Industrial Park is based on the relevant act. So when byproducts, waste and waste energies come from conventional manufacturing cluster, we use that. So we enhance the resource efficiency and reduce emission, so thereby optimizing the manufacturing clusters. So those byproducts and waste were discarded in the linear economy, but in the circular economy, now we reuse the byproducts and waste by cooperating with other industries and sectors. The EIP, we began this program in 2005 in 3 different stages. R&D and deployment were first and second steps, and now we aim to establish a Korean EIP model, and now we focus more on high efficiency equipment. Now let me move on to the policy direction for the future. First of all, Ecodesign is a resource efficiency rating system. Resource efficiency rating system benchmark the EU's Ecodesign scheme. So durability, repairability, recyclability, remanufacturability will be evaluated and assign ratings to provide consumers with transparent information. And also the businesses will be able to build competitive advantage over this. They will be able to export more and will be encouraged to use more of the recycled and reused resources. And this is the progress of the system implementation. MOTIE from 2003 began a pilot project. Cell phones and cordless vacuum cleaners was the subject of this project. So we have developed some of the systems and ratings for these products. So we plan to work on the legislative aspect of this, and in the mid to long term, resource efficiency rating system will be expanded for mutual recognition. Example, like in EU with other countries, we will pursue mutual recognition. And as I have said, pilot project will also include new products groups like dishwasher and robot vacuum, and we will work on the legislation, build the legal basis for resource efficiency rating, and work on standardization after that. Next is certification of the recycled contents. Certification system that verifies and use content ratio, so we will be able to verify the content ratio of the recycled materials. For Korean companies to export, they have to comply with the local regulation. ILEG, ISCC, GRS are the examples. These are civil certifications which is mandatory for export. So Korean businesses, it's a burden for them to be certified in many different aspects. So, and at the same time, when they're certified overseas, the trade secrets or business secrets could be leaked. Therefore, for the sovereignty of the Korean business data, to protect them and also help them to be certified, this is our goal. And from 2003, plastic batteries and textiles are subject to our pilot project of certification of the recycled contents. So we will work on a legislation in the future to support the Korean companies. In the mid to long term, we will pursue mutual recognition with our trade partners like EU and the US. For certification of recycled contents, we need to cooperate with the EU. So once the Korean recycled material certification is acquired by a company, will it be suffice for the EU compliance? We need to work on this with the EU counterparts. And for K-certified recycled products to be subject to EU green procurement priority, we also want to work with EU on these aspects. Lastly, my last page is about directions for industrial circularity enhancement. Circular economy effort is not just for domestic purposes. We have to go beyond the global compliance. We have two issues to tackle. First is high quality recycled materials. It is key to global industrial competitiveness. And we have to let the Korean companies to grow the secondary materials industry. The next is Ecodesign. It'll be a key to sustainability under stricter carbon resource rules. So we will build phased Ecodesign support hub to lead global standards and unlock new markets. Thank you so much for your attention. And through this forum and through the festival, I hope that Korea and EU could cooperate more on circular economy transition. Thank you so much.
고맙습니다. 에코디자인 규정 실행
Thank you so much, Mr. Lee, sharing Korean government's plans, strategies, and future directions for circular economy transition. Once again, thank you, Mr. Sang-pil Lee from MOTIE, for your presentation.